video cameras around. There are also 2 professional photographers. Dean and LaVonne are asking that everyone here please silence your phone and put it away. There is nothing worse than getting your professional photos back and having a cell phone popped up in the center of it. If you would like a picture, you can get one from Dean or LaVonne a little bit after the ceremony. But when you get to the reception, take all the candid photos that you want. And the music will come on. Good afternoon. On behalf of Dean and LaVonne, I welcome you, their friends, their family, their church. We've gathered here today to unite Dean and LaVonne in marriage, and each one of you has given something of yourselves to them as individuals, to their individual lives, and they are so grateful for each one of you. And so it is so fitting that you are all here this afternoon to celebrate as they dedicate their lives to each other. Marriage is such an honorable institution that was ordained by the church and blessed by Jesus, and has been perpetuated by faithful and honorable men and women throughout the ages. This very simple ceremony is an outward token of the sacred union of two hearts, the union that was created by God's loving purpose and kept in God's abiding will. Pray with me. Eternal and loving God, by your grace and with the encouragement of your Son, we have gathered joyfully to celebrate the union of Dean and LaVonne in holy marriage. Let your Spirit be present in our gathering. May this ceremony seal their love while reminding them and each one of us of your self-giving love. In the name of Christ, amen. Well, Dean and LaVonne, can I just say what a joy it is to be around the two of you? The love that you have for each other is just so evident. It can't be missed by anyone. You know, LaVonne, I remember the first time that you came into my office and we talked about the wedding and the ceremony. You shared a little bit about your history and your past, and you shared that you were determined that you were never going to get married again. Isn't it funny how we make plans and God laughs? Because God has other plans. And God definitely had other plans for the two of you. And so I'm glad that you listened and that you held on to one of your favorite scriptures, Jeremiah 29:11. For I know the plans I have for you, declares the Lord. Plans to prosper you and not to harm you. Plans to give you hope and a future. Well, you both put your hope in God. And when the two of you met and connected, God gave you a future. He gave you a future that I believe is going to be filled with joy and with happiness. I mean, look at you. Your whole bodies light up when you see each other. You're like teenagers. But while looking at you and seeing your love is a little reminiscent of teenagers, you've both been married before. You know that marriage is not for the faint of heart. Marriage takes work. Marriage takes commitment. And the things that make that commitment possible are a fundamental part of our faith. Paul writes about them to the Colossians in his letter. They're compassion and kindness, humility, meekness, patience, forgiveness, love, and thankfulness. These qualities will give your life together such depth and meaning. They make it possible for you to do more together than either of you could have ever imagined you could do on your own in life. So cultivate those qualities in your marriage. Cultivate them in each other. And your love and your marriage will be the greatest gift that God gave you. And a gift that the entire community, everyone who knows you, can see and love and appreciate. So Dean and LaVonne, today, we, your friends, your family, your church, we celebrate your commitment to each other. And we celebrate your faith in God. And that God does indeed have a plan for the two of you. So the first part of your vows is the part where I get to ask you each a question. That before God and this gathering of your friends and your family, I'm going to ask you to enter into this covenant of marriage, to share in the joys and the sorrows of the relationship, whatever the future may hold. LaVonne, I'm going to ask you first. Do you willingly take Dean to be your husband, to love him faithfully as long as you both shall live? And Dean, do you willingly take LaVonne to be your wife? Will you love her faithfully as long as you both shall live?
I will.
Well, now you get to face each other. And we made this easy, so you get to repeat after me. And Dean, this time you get to go first. I, Dean, take you, LaVonne, to be my wife.
I, Dean, take you, LaVonne, to be my wife.
To have and to hold from this day forward.
To have and to hold from this day forward.
For better, for worse.
For better, for worse.
For richer, for poorer.
For richer, for poorer.
In sickness and in health.
In sickness and in health.
To love and to cherish.
To love and to cherish.
Forsaking all others.
Forsaking all others.
Till death do us part.
Till death do us part.
Your turn, LaVonne. I, LaVonne, take you, Dean, to be my husband, to have and to hold from this day forward, for better, for worse, for richer, for poorer, in sickness and in health, to love and to cherish, forsaking all others, till death do us part. You get to keep facing each other. You get to keep hanging on to each other a little bit. I left the rings in the box because LaVonne's yours is so light. I didn't want to lose it. So these rings are an outward and a visible sign of an inward and invisible grace, which unites two hearts in love. The rings are especially significant because the circle is a symbol of the never-ending and enduring quality of love that you two share together. Pray with me. Creator and sustainer of life, source of grace, giver of salvation, bless these rings. May the wearers of them feel their love grow stronger. May they feel your strength and guidance throughout their marriage. Amen. Well, Dean, as you place this ring on LaVonne's finger, repeat after me. LaVonne, I give you this ring.
LaVonne, I give you this ring.
As a sign of my love and faithfulness.
As a sign of love and faithfulness.
LaVonne, as you put that ring on Dean's finger, repeat after me. Dean, I give you this ring as a sign of my love and faithfulness. Pray with me. God of love, shower your grace upon Dean and LaVonne, who have pledged themselves to each other in holy marriage. Give them wisdom and devotion in their common life. May they give each other strength in times of need, counsel in times of perplexity, comfort in times of sorrow, and companionship in times of joy. When selfishness shows itself, grant generosity. When mistrust is a temptation, give patience and gentleness. When suffering occurs, give them a strong faith and an abiding hope. Give them fulfillment of their mutual affection, that their marriage is an example and an inspiration to us all. In the name of Christ, amen. So Dean and LaVonne have chosen a unity candle as a symbol of their marriage. The two, don't do anything yet, you gotta wait till Katie starts singing. No rushing here. The two outside candles represent LaVonne and Dean's lives at this moment. Each light is distinct. Each light represents the unique, complex individuals that God made each of you to be. They will take their individual lights and together light the center candle, the unity candle, that represents the coming together of their two lives in their marriage. As this one light cannot be divided, neither shall your love be divided. Now, they are not going to extinguish their individual candles, because a marriage doesn't result in the loss of their personal identity. A marriage, when support is given, strengthens each individual. It strengthens the relationship with love and honor and respect. So Dean and LaVonne, as you light the unity candle, you will be serenaded by granddaughter Kate.
Forever has now begun.
Dean, LaVonne, before God and this gathering of your friends and your family, you have declared your intent, your willingness to enter into marriage. You've exchanged vows, you've exchanged rings, and now's kind of the fun part. Now by the authority given to me by the church and the state, it's actually my joy and my privilege to pronounce you husband and wife. And I get to get out of the way a little bit. I get to say, Dean, you may now kiss your wife. Dean and LaVonne, may God, whose loving purpose brought you together, send you wisdom that lights your way and a love that endures no matter what comes. And now, turn and face your friends and family, because I get the privilege of introducing to you all Mr. and Mrs. Groshong. Groshong invite you to continue the celebration of their love and their marriage at the Roy Rayleigh Room down at the Roundup grounds. If you didn't RSVP and say you were coming, they said, that's okay, come anyway, come join the party.